Hey folks, Farmer Marshall. I feel like I just got my first Christmas present. These guys here. And even though I bought them myself, I feel like it's a present. These are wonderful pomegranate cuttings. And unlike a lot of cuttings that I saw online, these are a little different. I love the way they wrapped them in paper towel, nice and damp, keep the roots wet, plastic bag, and of course in the packaging. But these are different because these are rooted. They're not huge roots, but they're rooted. This way I don't have to bother trying to root them myself. That's a nice root. Some of the other roots are a little smaller, but this one here, I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good sized root too, because look at all the dirt hanging on it. So very excited about these, and I'm also excited to see I don't know if you can see that. See that little leaf that's coming off of there? That leaf can't be more than a few days old. So yeah, I'm going to love having these planted. The reason I got so many of them is partially trial and error. I've never grown anything from cuttings before. So I ordered 3, and they sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The buyer or seller. 2 reasons why I bought these from this particular seller on eBay is because 1, they were rooted. 2, I read the reviews. Very important to read reviews because you never know. You know, see if they have a 5-star, 4-star, or a 3-star rating. Read the reviews. The reviews might be a bad review, might be someone that was just dissatisfied because it grew well and it got killed by their dog or by heat or something like that, or they planted it in the wrong grow zone. So they might give the seller a 1 rating when they should be giving them a 4 rating and giving themselves a 0 rating. Anyway, another reason why I read the reviews is some people mentioned that even though they ordered 3, they got 5. So I'm happy for free stuff. You know me, I'm cheap. I love free stuff. So I'm going to plant these. I bought a bag of just regular organic potting soil. Nothing super special. These will grow pretty much in almost any type of soil. I had a previous one that grew well. It was well over 10, 11 feet tall. Got killed by a late frost in the spring. Under 30 degrees for 2 days straight. Over 48, maybe even 58 hours. Down here in the south. Killed that tree, killed a few other things back here. But I'm not giving up. And that tree was producing. So for these, even though we're in the dead of winter, almost, not quite, but I think winter starts tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to be planting these. For right now, I'm just going to put them in this pot, just to kind of get them going, because honestly, I got this package about 5 days ago, opened it up, but I've been busy, life got in the way. But these roots are still damp, and they're still alive, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Like I said, I got some new growth here. That wasn't here when I first got the package, so I'm happy about that. So this is regular potting soil, organic. This type of tree will grow in mostly any type of soil, but you want to do certain things to help it grow. You can fertilize it. You want to have it in a loamy soil. If the soil is too sandy and the water is running straight through, you really want to amend that soil. So it does hold on to some water, but you don't want it to keep the plant soggy. You don't want the roots to be soggy because that'll mess everything up for you. You also don't really want to put it in clay soil unless you amend it some. You can put some perlite in it or vermiculite or a combination of the two. For this right now, I'm just putting it in regular organic potting soil. It's fine for it. It's loamy. It's going to let the soil drain. It's going to let it drain well without draining too fast, because you want the water to sit there some so that the plant or the roots can absorb the water. I know this pot isn't big enough for all of them, but for right now, I really just want to get them back in the dirt and let them continue to grow. In the spring, I'll repot them in 5 different pots, probably about this big, and just let them sit. I'm probably going to leave them in the greenhouse once it warms up, but for right now, these guys are going in my garage because my greenhouse is not heated. Last thing I want to do is have it in the greenhouse and have it get, like tonight it's getting to 28 degrees. That's not really good for them. So I'm just going to pot them, put them in my garage, and I'll bring them out, during the day so they can get some warmer weather and even some heat on it, some sunlight on it. But for the meantime, I'm going to definitely protect it. And as far as planting these, you want to plant them. Let me see if I can get this closer. You might feel like I'm giving you a hug. I'm going to plant them about this deep, very close to the root line or the root ball. That's how you want to plant a pomegranate, whether it's a cutting or a full-grown tree. And like I said, I am going to repot these in the spring. Old habits is that I would normally bury a plant a lot deeper than that. But different plants require different things. And for the ones that have a little more root than the others, I'm going to try to spread the roots out a little bit and press down on it a little bit gently. Let me see if I can bring you a little closer so you can get a little bit of better view. I think this one here has a fantastic root system. I mean, this might be the main one. I'm probably going to at least let 2 of these grow. I'm not sure if I have enough room in my yard for all 5 of them if they survive. But if they do, I may just sell it or give it away to somebody. So this guy right here, it's a nice good sized root ball. So like I said, I'm not going to bury it deep, but I am going to give it some room for those roots to spread out when I lay it in. And I'm going to put it in here pretty much right on level with where the dirt originally was with the root ball that it came with. So press it down a little bit. This one here, even though it doesn't really have a big root ball, if you can see it there, plant it probably out to right here, a little bit below where it starts getting darker, because I think that's probably where it was originally planted. So let me see if I can swing this around this way. Maybe you can get a little better view. Once again, letting the roots spread out a little bit. Not going to plant it really deep at all. I'm probably going to get some little sticks and put in there so that they aren't falling over every time I water them. I'll figure something out with that. Same thing with this guy here. I'm going to plant it maybe about to right here. Maybe about not even a 1/4 inch below where it starts getting darker right here. And hope swing it around this way. Maybe get another good view. Even though I did dig the hole kind of wide, I'm not really digging it deep. Turn it down a little bit. That's Bear saying hi. Not to you, maybe saying hi to someone else. That's his thing. He likes to appear on video. Even if he doesn't appear, he likes to make his presence known. So that's the root cutting. See how it's right about where. Here, let's see if we can show you here. Pretty deep. See? So now there's only a few more things I need to do with this plant. One, I'm going to add some bone meal to it, which will help the roots develop bigger and stronger. And after that, I'm going to water that in. And of course, as I mentioned, I'm going to put it in my garage because the last thing I want is for this plant to freeze over. And I'll be taking it in and out of the garage throughout the rest of the fall and winter. And once it's ready to go into my greenhouse, I'm going to repot off 5 of these guys in their own individual pots. That way they'll have space to grow, because I'm going to leave them in the greenhouse for at least a year and just let them grow. Once that's over, then I'll decide where I'm going to put them in the yard. I might even leave one of them in the greenhouse. Just keep it, fairly short, maybe 6 feet, 7 feet tall. Greenhouse is big enough for that, so I might do that with 1 or 2 of them. And if you find that my videos are helpful, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification button. That way, next time I post a video, whether it be long form or short form, you'll get a short little notification about that. Also, please send in your comments. I love seeing comments or questions. But most importantly, let's get out there and get a little dirty.